Hello, this is the class from which day today? 9th of January. And we're gonna do some twists, but somehow I want to end up with a few backbends. So basically it will be quite a lot of twists, but the final moments we'll enjoy more ease in the spine when we bend. So let's slowly start. And just to save a bit of time, I would like you to go to the child pose and reach your arms forward. So first let's do the pose very softly. So there are active child pose, Virasana, there is passive. So your first one is soft. Just, sometimes we bring the head to the floor and it brings the ease into the body, into the mind. So use today this as a serve, it should serve you well. Maybe it won't. Then watch that maybe your head needs more height. Maybe your ankles hurt, then place something soft. And maybe your buttock is really hanging in the air, then also you need a blanket between your heels and the buttock. So yeah, this is all quite important. So listen carefully. Try to have props around you to help you. And as I said, first one is a soft one. Exhale, release the back, release the facial muscles, release your shoulders down, feel your neck long. And then slowly start waking up your arms and move them forward. See if we just from this soft position reach out the arms, you feel maybe a little bit stuck. The arms are pulled, but the body is a bit too heavy over your thighs. So for that reason, reach your abdominal slightly up and take it further forward without pushing the ribs forward. Yeah, remember this thing? And prolong yourself further, like you want to bring your rib cage further over the knees, and then again release your head with active arms. See if it's a better stretch. Can you still reach your hips back? Can you still cut your outer ankles in? Abdomen moving up. Soft face, soft mouth, soft. Yeah, everything about head is soft, but arms are actively stretching. See that hips are going back, so don't feel the movement down only, but back as well. So you pull yourself in two directions, forward with the arms and back with your hips. Let's now add a little bit of twists and walk your arms to the right, slightly rotate your abdomen over the thigh. Be careful with your diaphragm and reach forward both arms away. So start again opening up your armpits, reaching your fingers, lengthen your muscles. Make your left ribs slightly softer. Exhale the ribs further down as this area is a little bit harder. And see that your breath is all right. And then maybe adjust your position if you press in the wrong place with your knee. And then we add the twist. So you bring your right hand closer to the line of your knee. And you make kind of, I don't know even what's be called, not completely chaturanga, but 90-degree angle in your elbow to press and rotate your body up. Head is in line with your arm, left arm remains. Yeah. Inhale, exhale. Don't press again ribs towards the knee, but try to slide them along the knee. So I'm talking about floating ribs. And again, make your ribs actively coming forward. Exhale, turn, and press your left ribs further forward. Left ribs further forward. Yeah. Lengthen your left hip further away from the left arm. Breathe and turn. Very good. Exhale, go back to the center. And we walk to the left. So again, rotate your abdomen, not too much. If you completely turn it, I think then you will feel that you can't breathe at all. So don't press your knee to the area between your ribs, close to the sternum. Then reach your arms further away, waking up your armpits, waking up the space between the ribs. Yeah, there is, these ribs are connected, of course, to the spine and to the sternum bone, but can you make the distance between them bigger? And then remain with your right arm here on the left side of your mat, and left hand goes to the line with your knee. And turn. And turn. Don't press your ribs to your thigh. Slide it along the left thigh and lengthen the left ribs down, but as well forward. As well forward. Wake up your back ribs. Lengthen the crown of the head. Okay, beautiful. Then we go back to the middle and let's go up to first down dog. Just to recover a little bit our ankles, make the distance between your hands and feet first shorter. So maybe even a meter distance, just to have stretch of your arms and legs properly. I see that this is a bit too short for me because I press my heels and don't feel the stretch of the spine. So if your heels are in the air, then it's all right. You need to lengthen, of course, them down. Lengthen the inner heels further back. Look at the wrinkles between your foot and the shin bone in the line of your ankles. This is called front ankle. And lengthen these things backward. Lengthen the toes forward, knees and thighs up. Remember how elbows are not allowed to become weak. Keep lifting the bones of your elbows further up, bottom, arms further up, press the fingers, and then lengthen your entire spine. So remember, the down dog is about not just feeling your arms and legs, but it serves the spine extension. Search for the spine extension. Very good. Keep your neck, by the way, long. Lengthen the crown of the head forward. And again, floating ribs, where does it go? Slightly lift them up. Navel lifts up. Okay, very good. Take your knees down to the floor. And we will do one Virasana position. Girls, I want to sit facing you so I see a little bit of you. I just remind you that it's this position. So I think from the side it's seen a little bit better. Using a needed height. And then I'm facing you so I can maybe adjust you a little bit. If you need height, please do. Daphne, is a doable one? Yes, brilliant, good. Outer ankles in. We'll open up a little bit our shoulders and then we will do the twist. In Virasana, you can do twist as well. It's not often done, but it can be. Padhanguliasana, crossing the fingers, moving the arms away, lift yourself up. See that maybe you're slightly avoiding going and feeling the back of the body, so you're forward. Take yourself further back. Press your roll the buttock under, take your navel back, upper arms. Remember, rolling forward, but the elbows press back. And open, open, open your armpits further up without squeezing your neck. Now, girls, a little bit careful for people with stiffer shoulders. So maybe you just do as much as you can. If you want to try with me, let's do the kicking back. So look a little bit up. Be more attentive to your low back and abdominal wall. Keep it firm, looking up, and 3 kicks. 1, 2, 3. And look forward. So I move these bones a little bit back, but with the resistance, of course, in the muscles, yeah? So I feel how my armpits getting longer and longer. One more time, looking up. Exhale, 3 kicks. 1, 2, 3. Look forward, keep reaching higher up. Halena здесь, Halena. And the last one, look up a bit, and 3 kicks. 1, 2, 3, go back to the middle, and exhale, release the arms. If your feet turn blue, if you feel very unpleasant, you can quickly change it and give height or even change the position. Okay, second side, cross the fingers differently, move the arms away, navel back, strong action in the ribs, and try to not push your ribs forward when you lift the arms. So be precise, be precise, be precise, be precise. And then you go to the maximum and maybe then you forget about your ribs, so please don't. Look forward, keep rolling the upper arms forward, maximize your lift. Keep breathing, neck is long, and then looking up, 3 kicks. 1, 2, 3. Look forward, reach up, breathe. Navel back, and again, look up, 3 kicks. 1, 2, 3. Look forward, lengthen yourself higher up, and one more time. Exhale, 3 kicks. 3, and exhale, release the arms. Very good. Now it's time to recover a little bit the ankles, just a little bit. Stretch your legs away. We'll sit one more time, and we will do the twist then. So one more time, same position. Ladies, quick reminder, don't forget to roll your calves out. It's important for your knees to make more space. And also don't have your feet far away from your hips. Your inner heels, basically, they should touch your outer hips. Here, almost no gap. And then we will reach the arms up. And then exhale, we'll turn to the right. Your left hand grips somewhere around your shin. Back arm presses on the floor. And inhale, reach yourself higher. Exhale, turn. Remember that you are not allowed to arch in the low back. Feel your low back firm, navel slightly back. Rotate. Few more breaths. And exhale, release the pose. One more time, arms up. Exhale, turn left. Hold this shin. Back arm. Turn out. Remember, yeah, your arm is not allowed to drop this shoulder forward. It has to roll back. And a few more breaths. So see here in this twist, the body is very firm on the bottom. Yeah, when the hips are so low, you can't really play with it. So the twist goes really in the higher parts of your spine. But don't make mistakes with your bottom ribs. Revolve them as well instead of pushing forward. Few more breaths, ladies. Powerful arms. I can't see the power in your arms through these pictures, of course, but it's your, you should feel how everything turns. Try to make your right breast going quicker to the left. Left runs away from the right. And exhale, go back. Now, people, very careful. If you feel knee pain, you should stop. Maybe slightly release the knees away from each other. You can a little bit remind the inner knees to come up, and let's try to go forward. Please don't do it if you feel pressure in the knees. It actually opens the back very well and invites the femurs in the socket. So very careful. If you feel the knee compression, just come out and wait for us a little bit. Maybe in Shavasana you can forward extend. Or actually, I need to think. Maybe height is enough. Okay, that's very well done. Let's come back and let's, without doing many other things, let's just go to downward facing dog. Because down dog is a very good, also don't worry about the distance too much. It's a good recovery for Virasana feet. Look at your feet Actually, I like to see the difference between right and left. Right is more having prints from the mat, what means it's doesn't like this pose as much as left. So it has more problems with going into this position. And I know it. So see that what happens to your feet. Elbows up, forearms up, press yourself away. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Okay, let's quickly do one exercise to firmness for the firmness of the core. If you feel your wrist a little bit weaker, you can go on the forearms, otherwise right hand in the center, right foot in the center, or 2 feet close to each other. Virasana sideward plane. Yeah, lift up. So play around, you have time, you can go on the forearm, make the distance enough. If the distance too short, you won't be able to really have a line of your body. Yeah, well done. Well done, girls. Stay, breathe, head extending. Who wants more fun? Try to raise your top leg and don't lose the balance. Release the leg, come back down dog. Yes, please come out before it becomes too much. Especially if you feel strain in the neck. And your eyes get heavy, then you have to finish earlier. Okay, left side, ladies, shorty, I'm turning with my buttock to you. So I hope you are doing everything well. Top hip higher up. Actually, we turn the abdominal a bit up. And then, if you can, balance on bottom foot, raise your top leg. Release the foot. Go back down dog. Very, very good. Okay, ladies. Now let's come down to the knees and sit on your feet. Both of them, Virasana. Cross the fingers quickly, Paschima Baddha Angulyasana, just a little bit more on the shoulders. Opening them up. If you feel difficulty with extending your arms, please use a belt. So you will be a bit more separated in the fingers. And again, watch your abdominals. Don't allow it to drop forward. Change the cross of the fingers one more time. Shoulders back. Try not to work hard on moving your shoulder blades into each other. It's not ever a good idea. Top shoulder blades, they go forward and they release down. We don't want to smash them into each other. And exhale, release. Very good. Now, ladies, I would like you to have a block around you and a blanket for your knee if you have sensitive knee. Daphne, I'm thinking about you. I think it's all right, but maybe again, not every side. It's a twist, yeah? So maybe you can do it not very deep. So try different ideas. So left leg forward, right leg back. Remember, we will do few of these variations when we turn towards the leg. By the way, it's not brilliant, not good for periods. So for period ladies, more like this, without abdomen over your thigh. And please feel actually very firm on the bottom shin. And also see that your foot doesn't do awkward things. Extend the toes back. Because if you remember some previous classes, from the bottom, we actually collect everything up. And if your bottom is weak, then this will be also weak. So press your front foot, like just general foot, heel, of course, ball of the big toe, shin bone down, left arm up. Let's first do this position, just fingers together. Give yourself time to use to this feeling. Please don't do this. So girls, you're not sure, you see, I'm kind of hanging. You have to press really hard and this bottom body has to come up. Breathe, keep pressing the bottom, yeah, so see that if this foot is weak, this hip is tight, whatever, playing around. Then take your right hand on the hip and release your left arm down to the block. Don't push your ribs to your thigh, that we discussed last Tuesday. So there is no pressure forward, but again, sliding up and stay here. If you need high brick, of course, feel free. Turn, turn, turn. And exhale, go back. And we change the side. So left brick, right shin, lift up. And first, just the elbow. Give yourself a time to soften these back muscles. Hands can go together. You want your fingers to become namaskar. Yeah, when we bring the hands in front of the sternum bone, like it's a namaskar. Lengthen yourself away. Strong front foot, strong back shin, toes extending. Few more breaths. Should be okay now, right? But you can see that the ribs are not pressing forward. And then we release the arm lower. And then you release, maybe help your ribs to slide again. Don't press them hard into your thigh. Left hand on the hip and turn more. Left foot pressing, right shin pressing. Right ribs sometimes is called a third breast. So press this first breast forward so it should disappear. Head back. Normally head is too much forward. Exhale, release the pose. Let's do one down dog from here, just to recover a bit our knees in case it was difficult to stay like this. Also see if it's a better down dog as well. Can you release your bottom, not the bottom, but the shoulder blades down? Can they massage a little bit from back to front? So you feel opening better in the armpits. Again, try to make more space between the ribs. Okay, very good. Again, release the knees to the ground. And ladies, today we're gonna do this stupid joke from Russia about sell goat, buy goat, sell goat. So we will bring the foot a little bit higher. So Daphne, again, I'm not sure you want this challenge because then the hip goes higher and strikes you more. Maybe then the brick heel wants to be higher too. You see it's a bit harder variation. And honestly, if you feel it doesn't work, you can always go back to previous. Yeah, so my foot is on a bit of height and my hand, ideally not higher, yeah, but probably I will. Back shin pressing, front foot pressing, again, collect from the legs to the outer hips. Feel how your perineal muscles and bottom diaphragm is lifting. Left arm up, hook, turn your ribs nicely along the thigh, and then try to bring your armpit to the knee and then to the brick. It's more challenging and maybe you're more out of breath. Try to see how you can help your diaphragm to go over this thigh so you can breathe. Again, head more back, make your left ribs softer, and please feel free to go to previous versions if it's unbearable. Just stay a little bit longer. Head back, left ribs down and forward, ribs sliding up, and go back. And ladies, it's not the end. Right away, remove this bottom brick. You see my foot is on the floor. And let's not even maybe use the other brick for the hand. Let's, without waiting for too long, try to bring the hand to the floor. If it's not possible, okay, use the brick. But see that after we solve this load, it's better. People who can, tuck your toes under on the left foot. Try to come up Parivita Parshvakonasana. Extend the back leg. If you can, extend the back leg, knee off the floor. Left foot extending away. And exhale, release the pose. Down dog. Hands pushing, body lifting up. Knees, thighs lifting. Make more and more space in the ribs. And then take your knees down to the floor. And same idea with the goat. Foot up. Back shin is pressing. Block is here on the outside. Again, before we go, press to feel the lift. See how it's very important, right arm up. First elbow over, glide your ribs up so they don't press forward. Then start going further down and take your hand on the block. Ladies, the most important thing to have less and less gap here. Armpit and knee pit, they should become very close to each other. And again, remember about ribs. Again, remember about pressing your front foot back shin. This firmness is still there. Can you breathe? Head back. Stay a little bit longer. And again, focus on your right back rib here. This has to become flatter. Sliding down further. Okay, beautiful. Come back and quickly before the body forgets, let's give a little bit of surprise. Remove the block from the foot and remove the block for the other arm if you think you're ready. And again, we go. Hand to the floor if possible. Turn yourself up. Right ribs forward, left shoulder back. And then people who feel it's going okay, tuck your toes under on the back leg, lift your back knee off the floor. Or stay in the previous pose, it's of course okay. And exhale, release. And down dog. Whew. Extending yourself to the maximum. Now try to make the distance between your feet and hands bigger. Abdomen lifting up. And then again, knees to the floor. So I would like us to do Parikasana. I will quickly remind you, it's those poses. Remember when we went here and then extended leg. But we'll give a bit of spice to it. But if you can't do it, you can do it like I did just now. I would like us to go with the hip to the wall. So if it's a big deal for you to find the wall for your left hip, don't worry. Daphne, maybe hand on the chair so that the extension is not that bad. And first, we have the pose like we did once, I think, on Saturday class. I don't remember which one is what. We will have first pose like this. Shin perpendicular, hip is to the wall, and you like this. Yeah? We won't extend the leg right away. I'm very sorry if you don't get it. One more time, I'll probably show you from the other projection. So the first pose looks like this, and here is the wall. Yeah, and we will go to the block. Okay, perfect. I see you ready. So block is there at the outer foot. Maybe you don't want a block. We'll see. Actually, if you can lift the left arm along your wall, that's even better. Keep pressing this leg to the wall. Yeah, this inner leg to the wall. Keep pressing this knee back, open this groin, press the heel, of course, back forward. And then reaching your right arm up, exhale, keep the hip to the wall, extend the hand to the brick. Then this top arm will go up and over the head. If it's a bit too much for your left side of the body, maybe on the hip is also okay, but better to open up this left flank. Head, please go back, bring back. Press the knee, right knee back to the right arm and lengthen your right side of the body away. Again, imagine more and more space comes in between your ribs. Left hip remains on the wall. And inhale, come back, release the arm, release the side and turn around. We'll obviously do the full pose, but later. When the leg is extended. So now right hip touches, left leg is here, right arm goes along the wall, knee is pressing back, left buttock is going forward, over your right armpit. Again, try to emphasize the distance between the ribs if you can, and then left arm extends up and goes to the brick. To the brick near your outer foot. We'll try to release it down, a little bit difficult. Right arm over the head. Press your left knee back. Bring your left groin away to the left knee. Inner knee goes back to the outer knee. Press the heel and the shin. Reach up. Now see the left flank shrinks. Release the shoulder down. Shoulder blade forward and try to move your bottom of the body also away from the pelvis. Breathe. And inhale, come up and change the side. For the second side, ladies, I recommend to use the brick for the foot. Maybe you are feeling good without it. Just see if your foot can easily touch the floor. You see mine is not. Mine is really like this. So I will give a bit of support with this brick. So now my right leg is extending. Watch out if your knee is dropping down and this is mashing the frontal thigh. Lift it up. So I don't know if the camera shows it well, but this is very strong muscles now here. Again, descend the top buttock down, middle buttock forward on the right side. Left arm is extended, right arm up. And now keep the hip again to the wall. Right arm goes to the shin. Classically, palm is pointing up. Yeah, not down, but up. Try not to slide lower, 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 if you can. My brick is sliding not good. Please control it. I will not use it next time. And then left hip still at the wall. Go with right arm, left arm over the head. And try to bring your hands closer, closer, closer together. Inhale, come back up. Help your knee to bend. And we change the side. Honestly, I know my problem. I'm lazy. So I need the brick to be on the mat. Then it won't slide. So get your other side ready. Right hip to the wall. Left leg. By the way, I didn't point it out, but the foot and the knee in line. So don't have them in awkward position. Again, right arm lengthening along the wall. Left leg, check this out. If your knee pointing forward, if your knees drop down, no go. Yeah, so turn this leg further out, bring this leg further in. Feel the quadricep firm. Touch it. It should be, the muscles are moving, lifting up. And then left arm up, extend it to the side. Right hip is keeping at the wall, left hand pointing up, palm pointing up. Turn yourself, keep the hip at the wall, and then and add the right arm. In ideal world, the left side goes along the leg fully, arms are touching each other, palms touching each other. So see where you are today. Few more breaths. And then inhale, come up. Ooh, well done. Help your knee if it's tired. And down dog. Let's just a little bit recover in down dog. I find this pose is quite intense. And down dog in ideal world should recover us. Should become pose that calms you down. And honestly, if it's not true, if you feel down dog is a really unpleasant pose, use the height for your hands as bricks or chair even, because you need time more to not feel strain only in the legs, but along your whole body should extension happening. Okay, take your head forward, look forward, and step forward with right leg. For people who struggle reaching the floor, bricks or even chair. Once a chair is absolutely beautiful because you can always go a bit lower, yeah, with your forearms, and then it's not much lower than this, right? So take your, again, knees and thighs high up, Parsvattanasana. Touch with your right hand your sacrum, if it's parallel. So my right leg is at the front, and then we're gonna twist. So if your right leg is at the front, we're gonna twist to the right. And it means your abdomen will go towards the leg. It's parallel, close twist. Keep your left hand as it is, right hand on the hip. Don't allow the left leg to fall down. Keep pressing the heel, lift this inner leg higher up, and we start revolving towards the right leg. Turn, 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 and bring your right arm higher up. Well done, like this. Shoulder blades, top shoulder blades in and away from the neck. But the whole rib cage away from the hips. Look up if you can. Exhale, release your arms down, hands flat on the floor, down dog. Elbows lifting, top arm rolling out, abdomen lifting. And then look forward, left side, Parivrita, Trikonasana, revolve triangle. Right foot down, both hands maybe on the bit of height, on big height, it doesn't matter. Most important is extension. So honestly, if you really think, oh no, I want my best, still feel the extension. If the extension is happening, then you don't need height. Reach out with your spine. Again, check with your hand the pelvic rim, if it's parallel or left hip is lifting up. So press this foot harder, front foot harder, left hip extending back. And then right hand on the hip, or sorry, on the block, remains near inner foot. So even girls on the period can do it. Press this back leg harder. Raise this inner leg higher. And then start turning without dropping this right leg. Turn, turn, turn. Back rib sucking in, and then left arm up if you can. Or keep it on the hip if the shoulder is not ready yet. If your pose looks like this, then hand is on the hip. Exhale, release the pose, release the arms, step back, down dog. And then, as I said, I want to go a little bit towards the back bends today, but we will do one more sitting twist, and it will be Marichyasana 3. And then we go back to some back bends. So a bit of height for this one to sit on. Extend the legs in front of you. Again, not a good pose, period. And then do open twist. So please watch out. If you're on your period, your pose should look like this. Okay, then we are, all of us, I'm not mirroring you because I'm never sure that you see it in the right way, because I think some screens turn me around and then everything I say will be just ridiculous. So flex your right leg and bring it closer to you. Press the hands into the shin, lift up. And again, be careful with pressing those guys, I call them floating ribs, forward. So allow them to kind of a bit help to raise the back ribs up. Don't press forward. And then we catch this. Elbow, back arm goes back. Or actually I have a wall, so I can actually even do the pose stronger. So if you're lucky as me, use the right arm at the wall. And then left elbow over the knee. And slide your ribs, again, along the knee without pushing them forward. If you feel the breath is very shallow, probably you're stuck over this knee again. You have to bring yourself further over the thigh. Still, firmness of the legs is crucial to get this bottom diaphragm helping the actual lift. Hands helping your upper back to rotate. Exhale, release the pose. Very well done. Right leg down. And we're gonna get the left leg. Bring it higher to your bottom. It's really crazy how the first action is something like this. Right away you feel how ribs pressing to your thigh. So don't do it. A little bit like, it's not really standing back, but mentally draw the lower parts of your back to the sides and back ribs lift up. Then you hold, back arm goes back, and then don't press but slide the ribs. Slide the ribs. And then when the twist has happened, take your knee, outer elbow over the outer knee. So it's the fuller pose. Press the extended leg firmly down. Press the front foot down. Send this sitting bone, by the way, the left leg towards the ankle. So don't allow kind of this leg buttock to slide back. And turn. Please breathe. Right ribs gets a lot of massage. Don't keep it bulky, but change it. Make it softer, bring it forward. Wow. Very good. Exhale, go back. And then it's time for the back bends. We'll start with the easy one. If you have very sensitive bones here, and your body doesn't like to go on the, what's the name, anterior hips, pressing hard, put a blanket here. I'm honestly okay after this quarantine. I don't need blankets. So we're gonna do first like this. Head is down. Head is supported with your hands. And we will first just lift the legs up. So extend one leg at a time. Make them firm. Bring the pinky toes further down. And extend the inner knees to the inner groins. Press the groins to the floor. Like really feel it's opening. And then raise your both legs up. It's actually a very good pose for people with low back. Because if you honestly don't over lift the legs shouldn't be very high. It makes the back stronger. It makes the back stronger. Definitely see that maybe if you can do it, but not very high, and with a lot of extension. This is really part of the program for recovery the back. Exhale, release. And maybe Daphne, one little tip, one leg at a time, maybe also. You know, if you can, maybe physio also says which side you can train. And never allow the buttock to kind of come up to the back, right? Should be extending to the heel. Okay, now Daphne, feel free to repeat and maybe do without the arms. Feel what's good for you. We will try to do Shalabhasana. Look again, arms. You see my arms are doing this quite easily. If your arms not, please again belt. So the shoulders has to rotate. Please don't do the pose like this. You see it dropped. Okay, one more time. Now we will lift arms and legs because it's Shalabhasana. Both limbs has to extend. So with your fist a little bit, remind the tailbone segment to come down. Abdomen already coming up. Press the groins to the floor and come up, extending arms and legs. Shalabhasana. Try to see that I don't want you to kind of descend the shoulders so much down and the ribs so much down that you compress your low back. Actually, low back remains long. The whole rib cage moves away from your legs, from your hips, and only top shoulder blades slightly move down to open your neck. So try to see yourself very long in your entire body. And exhale, release the pose. Hands under the forehead, big toes together, heels apart. So, ladies, I want to see you. So we'll slightly mess around with my mat. You stay where you are. The same pose. I think I won't confuse you. We do a little bit more. Oops. Yeah. Just a moment. We'll do a few more of this back bends. Okay. Now, lie down. Forehead is first on the fingers. If you forgot how to the legs to make long, please repeat. I'll remind my legs. Again, fingers interlock at the back. Cross of the fingers different. Roll the shoulders back and come up. Arms and legs lifting. The legs lifting not too much. Yeah, 10 centimeters, 20 max. Oh, nice, Nicola. Very good. You use the belt. Roll the shoulders further back. And then don't make yourself short in the flanks, right? You have to move the entire ribs away from the pelvis. And only top shoulder blades slightly opening the neck by pressing down. See this? Otherwise, low back gets shrunk. And exhale, come down. Fingers under your forehead, big toes together, heels apart. Shalabhasana looks like not very difficult pose, but yeah, honestly, always a good one to start when we do back bends. Let's a little bit train our core and our arms. We won't come up to chaturanga, but I really like it. So look, toes, I'm tucking under. Hands I'm bringing near my bottom ribs. I think, honestly, Daphne, you can do it, but it's up to you. It's preparation. So you look forward and we won't come up. We just are staying like this. Elbows in, toes tucked under, extend the heels back. Yeah, that's it. Don't come up. Не поднимайся. Hands more back then for you. Hands more back. Fingers, yes. And roll the shoulders further back. Try to become so cool, extended forward, that you kind of have no problems to come up. Heels back, lengthen forward, shoulders back. Exhale, release. Okay, that was chaturanga, just preparation. And I want you to do 2 more back bends. But I remember that one of them, some of you, and then it's you, had a little bit of low back kind of contraction. So in this case, I would like you to stay quite flat. And when I get my leg, you will not come up. Yeah, now it's ridiculous. You can't see me. And yeah, we're gonna go down. Left arm lifting the trunk. Please, ladies, watch out here. Honestly, Liam, maybe you can try for once, because maybe I give you now a good tip to feel. So when you are in this position, even without bent legs, see that the navel is lifting up and not pressing into the floor. Just all of you, bring your kind of sphinx, but hands in front of you like this. See that groins are pressing to the floor, but abdomen not. So the low back has a curve, obviously, but it's a curve with extension and not the curve with the pressing forward. So if you can feel this for a while, remain this feeling here. Bend your right leg and try to press it down. Yeah, Bhikasana, Pada Bhikasana. And if you can't control it, then yes, then what I mean, first, this one, just to open the quads without really getting a, like inviting the possible issue in the back like you had last time. And exhale, release. So I myself understand why it's difficult, but you know, it's my kind of thing as a teacher to help you to avoid this thing. So abdomen really lifting up, opening the groins on the floor should really help, yeah? And we're gonna go to the other side. Again, let's first do this preparation. So you see, I hope there is a little gap. My abdomen doesn't touch the floor, and I kind of move my entire rib cage up. My low back, honestly, quite happy here. So the problem is when I start messing around with my leg, then probably something happens and I forget to lift my abdomen as much. So focus on the abdomen, right hand remains, right leg remains, and then left legs is coming to your outer hip. Ekapada Bhikasana, navel up. Open this left groin, left quadricep. Perfect, everyone. Release yourself for a moment. I call, these big toes together, heels apart, I always call. And also now you can a little bit more call the tailbone and to glide your, glide your tailbone a bit up. So a bit of this, just to lengthen your low back. You can even do a bit of rotation right left, you know, to open the sacra iliaca. Yeah, just this kind of thing. Okay, and now the last back bend for today. And look, I know that Janina and Nicola, they have bolsters. Girls, I think you can do it with bolsters because it's again a nice invite for diaphragm. And I think it's a lighter pose in general because you will place your bolsters under your diaphragm, kind of. So when we go to Dhanurasana, your legs won't be able to come up. You will look a bit like this. Yeah? For the rest who don't have bolster, you will just go to the floor. Just girls with the bolsters, play with the position. It's there. So you have again wider low back. That's the point. Okay. Catch one chin, catch one ankle, second ankle. Roll the shoulders back. Again, open the groins, tailbone in. Go first back, and then come up. Reach your knees higher up. Yeah, roll the shoulders more back, everyone. Beautiful. Exhale, release. And then the last goes down dog. Use the down dog to open the back. And I said last, and changed my mind. Release your knees to the ground. I will just give you a little bit of help. Again, people who have 2 bricks, you can do down upward facing dog with the bricks. If you don't have them, do without. It will be a little bit harder. So we will come up to upward facing dog a few times, and we will come from this kneeling position. Remember, I always feel frightened when people remain very far away with pelvis, and then honestly I hang on my back. So when we come up, always bring the pelvis more forward, then it will be easier. So ladies, you know what, take a look one more time at me, because I will show what I mean. I hope my blanket will allow me to slide really well, so you see what I mean by bringing my pelvis forward. So look, I release it down, and then it's not still enough. I bring my chest more forward, and then I slide further. You see? Further. Then again, the pelvis is just helping my low back to lift without contracting it. Honestly, I feel like it was wrong place for my blanket. It should be for the feet, to slide the feet. Yeah. So to bring it to the feet, if you want to kind of feel this ease, because the rubber mat stuck with your feet stuck in the rubber mat. Okay, everyone ready? Release your pelvis down. Abdomen, the same as I was asking you before. A little bit, try to bring your armpits more through, lock the elbows, and then lift your knees and slide your feet further. Yeah, and then look up. Roll the shoulders back, top shoulder blades down, and forward. Oh, nice. And then exhale, release. And let's not go child pose, let's just sit on the heels. Cross the thumbs, lift your arms up. Honestly, I will stop soon because otherwise it's very warming up sequence, and I'm a bit afraid you will have difficulty going to bed. Just we need to rest now well. Okay, change the cross of the thumbs. Reach yourself up. Exhale, release the arms. One more time. One more time. Want to see how you are doing, okay? So I'm not doing, I'm looking at you. So bring yourself on the bricks. Release the pelvis and allow the feet sliding forward. Yes, yes, yes. And I walk further there. Yes. And then actually the buttock is heavy down, but thighs up. Бедра вверх. Shoulders rolling more back. Oh, wow, Daphne. Wow, wow, wow. Everyone feel the shoulder blades. Yeah, and also very nice. And exhale, go back and sit on your heels again. Let's just take our time one more time in Virasana. One more time, thumbs up. Why I'm giving you this, yeah, like easy as it is, just to feel length, back coming back in case you have squeezed something. Change the cross. And then release. So to recover, let's do child pose. Girls will have bolsters. You are lucky. It's so nice to have these bolsters now for your body to release. I have nothing. I have only blankets, so I'm doing my child pose as it is. But now, please, everyone, soft version. Soft version, and more, you know what, I want even the block on my head, just to keep my spine quite neutral, nothing going on in my spine, just a straight line. But buttock is still releasing down, that's why I still feel certain release going on in my bottom. That's the idea, to keep the broadening happening. But it's very soft. It's only the breath and heaviness in your hips. Okay, come up and take your knees together. Daphne, I didn't think about your story. Don't know what is doable, but knees together is also great. Opening the back. You can maybe take your time. Maybe head again doesn't want to touch to the floor. It's absolutely normal. And stay there, widening your back. Don't worry that you feel breath a bit not normal, because obviously diaphragm is compressed. See that these pulses are cooling you down. It's not very fair to give you backbends at 8 in the evening, but how else? Yeah, we have to practice them. So that's why it's important now to chill. Maybe make yourself after the class some relaxing tea. Or you can go and work at it. Write your emails. Okay, inhale, come up. I would like us, before we finish, to do 1 or 2 more things on the back. So lie down on your back. And you know what? Belt, probably belt, because it's the easiest of catching the leg. So Daphne, for you, brilliant what you were talking about would be good. Just releasing the leg like this. I will ask people to do a little bit of extension to the side. So guys, just listen to me carefully. Right leg is going up, left leg is going down, shoulders down. So it starts like Supta Padangusthasana 1, but it very quickly will be a bit of a twist. Yeah, and this twist will also nicely open us from the back bend. So left leg pressing, right leg is lifting up. Then catch this belt with left hand. Left hand catches the right foot kind of, and right hand is pressing the thigh. So yeah, it's quite a strong feeling, should happen into sacroiliac joint. And sacroiliac is where sacrum, your very big bottom vertebra, connects to your pelvis rim. It's a very often injured area, so good to open it up. And you see my foot is going diagonally to the line of my shoulder. I don't even want this yet. Quite nothing, honestly. My leg is has done 15 degrees. You know what? I will show it like this. It will be even easier. See, a little bit. And then this hand is doing quite important job, pressing your thigh away. Whoa. Like sacroiliac is lengthening, but the low back is lengthening. Then if it's going well, and also not nice for period, by the way, these things, for period better just to do classic stretch to the side. Try to go lower. So you see my now sacrum lifts up. Your left elbow can go to the floor, but still this hand presses the thigh back. You can also drop the left foot to the side. And if you look honestly at this position, if I extend my arm like this is Parivrita Trikonasana, revolve triangle. Quite so much. And go back. Other side. Right leg down, left leg up. First just 90-90. Yeah, this leg perpendicular between them, 90 degrees. Honestly, it's a nice pose also to do a little bit longer, but I'm a bit afraid to run out of time. So that's why we go to this twist position. So catch the belt with right hand, left foot, right hand, left hand presses the thigh. Not a lot, start with a little bit. I hope you feel something quite new. Honestly, I do believe it's not often we get to feel it. So press the left thigh away, and left sacrum gets a lot of stretch. And then we will go further. So your leg is going lower. Ideally, I recommend to get this elbow to the floor, and this left hand still reminds this thigh to go back. Right foot can drop. The left sacrum is not on the floor anymore. The first pose was, you see I lift my left shoulder, that's not nice. Shoulder down, of course. Collarbones wide. Oh, that's beautiful. Come back, release the belt. Just a moment, Pavana Muktasana. Both legs closer, closer, closer to you. So there are different ideas here to press the legs, for example, away. But here I just want your legs to press to your body. Just to massage your abdominal, and the abdominal will massage your back. Okay, that was the main sequence. Now we go to Shavasana. If you feel you want to stay longer in catching the legs, feel free. But as well, think what you need for your Shavasana. Maybe support for the head, for the knees. I will just talk through a little bit to help you to relax. So face is released. Eyes, mouth. So feel how all the tension is gone from the face. Then, of course, we worked extra on the back today. So you can place something on your belly, like a little weight. Release yourself. Right side to the right, left to the left. With inhalations, you move obviously the chest up, but exhale to your pelvis, to your groins, to your buttock. Feel the legs heavy. Then the more extension can come again to your spine. But do it very gently. It's not anywhere hard. It's very gentle, more like imagination. Lighten the chest and release heaviness surrendering in the pelvis. Check that you don't grip your fingers, your feet. Sometimes people have like fists a bit. Be sure there is no tension in your hands, in your shoulders, in your neck. And then with next inhalation, start slowly waking up. Move your feet, your hands.